Hi friends, hope you're doing fine. Today I'm narrating a summary from another book, One Small Step Can Change Your Life by Robert Maurer. The art of making great and everlasting changes comes through small, steady steps. Kaizen circumvents the brain's built-in resistance to new behaviors. Small rewards lead to big returns. Kaizen is a process of improving a habit using very small steps. A small steps can lead to big changes. Kaizen disarms the brain's fear response, making changes comes more naturally. By asking a small gentle questions, we keep the flight or fight response in the off position. By taking steps so tiny that they seem so trivial or even laughable, you will sail calmly past the obstacles that have defeated you before. Kaizen has two definitions: using a very small steps to improve a habit. Second, a process or a product using a very small moments to inspire new products and inventions. Further, there are three common myths about change. Myth number one: change is very hard. Myth number two: the size of the step determines the size of the result, so take big steps for big results. Myth number three: Kaizen is slow and innovation is quicker. In our bigger is better culture of IMAX movies, supersized meals, and extreme makeovers, it's hard to believe that small steps can lead to big changes. But wonderful reality is that they can. There are two elements of the spirit or purpose in which Kaizen plays an essential role: service and gratitude. Low key change helps the human mind circumnavigate the fear that blocks success and creativity. All changes, even positive ones, are scary. Attempts to reach goals through radical or revolutionary means often fail because they heighten the fear. The small steps of Kaizen disarms the brain's fear of response, stimulating rational thought and creative play. When you want to change but experience a block, you can often blame the midbrain for gumming up the work. Small, easily achievable goals, such as pick up and storing just one paper clip on a chronically messy desk, let you to tiptoe right past the amygdala, keeping it asleep and unable to set off alarm bells. When you are afraid, the brain is programmed either to run or attack, not always the most practical options. Small actions satisfy your brain's need to do something and soothe its distress. Your brain is programmed to resist change, but by taking small steps, you effectively rewire your nervous system so that it does the following: unsticks you from creative block, bypasses the flight or fight response, creates a new connections between neurons so that the brain enthusiastically takes over the process of change and you progress rapidly towards your goal. When life gets scary and difficult, we tend to look for solutions in places where it is easy or at least familiar to do so, and not in the dark, uncomfortable places where real solution might lie. Use times of difficulty to remember that fear is the body's gift, alerting us to challenge. Small questions create a mental environment that welcomes unabashed creativity and playfulness. When you ask small questions of others, you channel that creative force towards that team goal. By asking small questions of yourself, you lay the groundwork for a personalized program for change. The hippocampus' main criteria for storage is repetition. So, asking that question over and over gives the brain no choice but to pay attention and begin to create answers. So, ask yourself, if health were my first priority, what would I be doing differently today? What is the one way I can remind myself to drink more water? How could I incorporate a few more minutes of exercise into my daily routine? Your brain loves questions and won't reject them unless the question is so big that it triggers fear. By asking small questions and gentle questions, we keep the fight or flight response in the off position. Kaizen questions such as, what's the small step I can take to be more efficient, allow us to bypass our fears. Make your questions small and you reduce the chances of waking the amygdala and arousing debilitating fear. When fear is quiet, the brain can take in the questions and then pop out the answers on its own timetable. If you tend to berate yourself with negative questions, why am I so fat? Trying to ask, what is one thing I like about myself today? Ask this question daily, writing on your answer on a piece of paper or in a notebook, which you keep in a specifically designed at designated place. If you are unhappy but you are not sure why, try asking yourself this: if we were guaranteed not to fail, what would I be doing differently? If you are trying to reach a specific goal, ask yourself every day, what is one small step I could take to move forward to reach my goal? What is the one small step I should take or should have taken to improve my health, relationship, career, or any other areas? Is there a person at work or in my personal life whose voice and input I haven't heard in a long time? What small questions could I ask this person? If somebody is annoying you, ask yourself, what's one good thing about this person? What is the one small thing that is special about me, or my spouse, or my organization? The easy technique of mind sculpture uses a small thoughts to help you develop new social, mental, and even physical skills just by imagining yourself performing them. Small actions are at the heart of kaizen. By taking steps so tiny that they seem trivial or even laughable, you will sail calmly past obstacles that have defeated you before. Slowly but painlessly, you will cultivate an appetite for continued success and lay down a permanent new route to change. If you ever feel yourself dreading the activity or making excuses for not performing it, it's time to cut back on the size of the step. We are so accustomed to living with minor annoyances that it's not always easy to identify them, let alone make corrections. But these annoyances have a way of acquiring mass and eventually blocking your path to change. By training yourself to spot and solve small problems, you can avoid undergoing much more painful remedies later. Whether you wish to train yourself or others or to instill better habits, small rewards are the perfect encouragement. Not only are they inexpensive and convenient, but they also stimulate the internal motivation required for the lasting change. The larger the external rewards, the greater the risk of inhibiting or stunting the native drive for excellence. The kaizen approach to life requires a slower pace and appreciation of small moments. This pleasant technique can lead to creative breakthroughs and strengthen relationship and give you a daily boost towards excellence. As you experience success in applying kaizen to clear goals like weight loss or career advancement, remember to hold on to its essence. An optimistic belief in our potential for continuous improvement is must to drive this particular change in your life. If you're interested to watch such inspirational and knowledgeable summaries which can transform your life, then hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more updates.